Welcome to PerazzoBrothersGaming. This is our review episode 37. This is a Cockroach Poker. It's a fun game that we all have certain thoughts and opinions on. I don't have any more to say to start this, but let's cut over to our reviewers.
Hello, this is Cockroach Poker. I guess Joseph didn't do the breakdown of the game, which is usually done at the beginning of these review episodes. So I'll break down the game. In Cockroach Poker, you are dealt a hand of 8 cards, of cards that could be 8 suits. They are different strange animals of gross varieties. You claim to pass someone one of those cards, and you claim an animal, and they have to say if you're lying or not. It's as simple as that. They can look, peek, and pass it to someone else if they aren't confident if you lied or not, but that puts them even more on a chopping block. It's a very interesting game. I find it very fun, even if it's so much of being only based on reading the people around me that it doesn't have like all that much skill. It just kind of comes down to almost like the mind, where I'm like, yeah, they're lying this time, and I just kind of feel it in my bones. And so it's, you know, a good time. I would say it is pretty good.
Okay, I disagree with most things that's said, except for the fact that the game's really good. Cockroach Poker is an absolute blast. It's, I think it's better than Skull. I just think the fact that in this game, I don't know if Joseph was going to bring this up, but the fact that we could sit down and play this game, and then by the end, Thomas is just like shaking and like just freaking. He's like, I don't know if it's a cockroach. I don't know if it's a cockroach. Right? You just have those moments of just like freaking out and staring at the other person, just like don't know what's going on. You don't know what to believe, and you just really feel this like wonderful tension, and it's just great. One thing that I think is kind of flavorful in this aspect is you only have one loser, everybody else wins. I just think that's a blast. You just do not want to lose, and it feels bad to lose. And so once you lose, it like invites you to play another game because you just like you don't want to be the loser. You don't want to be the loser, and so you just play another game. I've had a blast with this like every single time I've played it. I think it works great with pretty much every single player count. I haven't played with 3 yet, but 4, 5, and 6 it works good. Yeah, I really enjoy this game.
I agree. I think it's fun. It's better than Skull.
Yes.
I feel like it's just like a bluffing. I mean, it's a bluffing game, but honestly, it does feel like you're not really able to tell often. I mean, unless you're playing with someone that has a bad poker face. But point being is, I just enjoy playing it. Like Alex was saying, like there's those moments when you're just like, I had like 3 different animals that could lose me the game, and I was just freaking out. And it's just like it gets the blood pumping, and it's very enjoyable in my opinion.
Oh, go ahead. Okay. So yes, if you like freaking Thomas out, it's very good. I'm so sorry.
Leave him there. Leave him there.
I didn't
Grab
do
the
it.
top of the box. You just hold that.
It wasn't me. If you like freaking Thomas out, it's a gay old time, is what it is. Yes, so it's the sole loser, the single loser aspect is quite fascinating to work around, because sometimes you just want to sit quietly and hope people ignore you, and that way you won't get cards passed to you. Sometimes, you know, if you get cards passed to you anyway, you want to make yourself more of a target. That way you can strike that missile back at them. Sometimes, if if you're not much of a target and you're trying to become invisible, you become a target anyway because everybody else just looks at the card and then passes it to you. Because, sorry, Alex is doing something very interesting behind the camera and it's distracting me. And that way you put yourself back in as the target and it becomes like a triple bluff situation where you have to call multiple people's bluffs and whether they were bluffing about other people bluffing because it activated a chain. That is one scenario that can happen. I'm running out of things to say. I wasn't prepared for this. Okay.
What makes Cockroach Poker so good is it makes you feel things. What Alex was saying is totally right, how it can make someone tremble in their boots that they're going to get handed a cockroach. And when you have 3 cards, and when you have 3 bats, because you die on 4, and someone passes you a card and says, this is a bat, it's an existential crisis. You feel it to your bones. And this game is very random, right? But as you play, and as the game goes on, it starts being as much of a coin flip as you would think. Because you can say, well, if it was a bat, they pass it to the guy with 3 cards. Right? They're not going to pass that to me, so I know it's not a bat. And so I love that, like, the game kind of resolves and you begin to feel like you understand what people are bidding and that you just feel those emotions. Overall, I really think it's a good game. I think it's, if you're looking for a fun, just a fun lying game, right? Bluffing game. Fun, silly, you're just going to have, spend time. Perazzo Brothers recommends this game and gives it 4 out of 5 stars.